Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we take a look at the Bitcoin short-term price development. I have a few new comments to make regarding this latest price action here. Overall, yeah, if we zoom out a little bit, on the 4-hour chart, we can see that we still only have 3 waves to the upside, and it would be a diagonal structure. Off the low, this would be the bullish interpretation. But we would need one more high in the wave 5 to round about 31.5K to complete a first diagonal structure to the upside. So we are still watching here for a potential 5-wave move up. It hasn't materialized yet. It could also still be a B-wave top, but with the latest price action, this starts to look a bit strange. It did still look good with the last high that we had on Monday, but now with the new high that was made overnight, a high B wave starts to look a bit strange, but still possible. Absolutely, still a likely option, but we are just about to form 5 waves. It still needs another high though, and I think we have another wave 4 weekend ahead of us potentially. I showed you those 2 scenarios in the previous video. Basically within the bullish count, within the scenario that can take us to 5 waves, which we need to see to, let's say, confirm that a lasting low has been established here on the 11th of September. Okay, so we need to see those 5 waves. If we only have 3 waves up, it can easily break down again. So the bearish scenario hasn't changed at all. We can still come down in a C wave, but with the overnight new high, obviously any short-term bearish setup has been invalidated. We have no impulse to the downside really that is highly relevant towards the beginning of a C wave potentially. So let's zoom in a little bit. Obviously, as I said, we are watching for potential 5 waves to the upside to form. It's obviously Friday. I don't think we're going to see a lot of price action towards the close, but let's take a look at what the options are from a bullish point of view. We can say that from a bullish perspective, in the short-term bullish scenario, a 3rd wave peaked on Monday, the fake out high. We came down in an A wave. We had a triangle. No, we didn't come down in an A wave. It was the A wave of a triangle, yeah. Then a B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave. That formed the triangle in wave 4. Before then moving higher in wave 5. But that one, whatever happened here today, was not really strong enough to be a reliable wave 5. So it could simply be that this was the A wave of the wave 5. The wave 5 would be a 3-wave move because we're dealing with a diagonal A wave. Then we would come down in a B wave. It would need to stop above the red line, and then a C wave to the upside in 5 waves. This is one way how the 5th wave could occur, but it needs to hold above the red line, which is at $28,600. Or, and that is where my previous comment, related to, a wave 4 weekend, it could be that this 4th wave is still unfolding. And that's just, I show that in the orange pathway. It's basically the same scenario. It just means we are not that far advanced yet, and that the 4th wave, which in the white wave count here finished in a triangle, actually is still unfolding, and that we had an A wave down, an overshooting B wave, and we're now coming down in a C wave, and that would be wave 4 weekend, yeah. And in this scenario, we're probably coming down in the C wave. The reason why I find that actually quite likely, that scenario, is that we already had 5 waves down off today's high. That's a pretty clear 5-wave move to the downside. And we might now form here a 3-wave move up. I don't know if that takes over the weekend, hopefully not. Hopefully we will just sort of grind our way down a little bit on the weekend. But there seems to be some downside pressure now due to the 5 waves down. So that means there is a chance to come down even below the red line. Possibly to round about 28K. Let's actually double check that. Because what we can do, we take the length of the A wave go to the high of the B wave. Yeah, it could take us to around about 27,930. That's the 1-to-1 ratio. Doesn't mean it has to bottom there, but it is a level to watch. That's basically it's basically the only support region or level really that we have at the moment, in addition to that red horizontal support line. So that means over the weekend we potentially could grind our way down slowly. But first of all, this wave 2 might still, so wave 2 of C here, might still unfolding a little higher in possibly another ABC structure. Yeah, this could go a little higher. Obviously should not go above 30,260 to keep the downside pressure, you could say, alive. Yeah, and if we complete this orange count, and then if we see the first impulse to the upside, could be just a small one, that might actually be quite an interesting long trade setup, might come up next week. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. As a channel member, you get access to the weekly live streams every Sunday. So on Sunday, we've got the next one. I think we talk about options trading this week. There's always an educational topic, but we also cover member coin requests. Also, as a member, you get access to Discord and Telegram, to the chat groups, and also to lots of educational content. And as a gold member, you get access to short-term market updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.